Hello.
So, 'tis thou who rescueth me. Most gracious, I am deeply obliged. I am Dusk of Ulasil. I cometh from an age long before thine. I cannot stay here for long. So, before I disappear, allow me to ask one thing. My home, Ulasil, is the home of ancient sorceries. My hope is to pass this profound knowledge to thee, with thine approval. Would this be of assistance to thee? My heartfelt thanks. I am pleased beyond words. Then I shout, engrave my signature. If thou art in need, pray summon me from my signature. It seems that my time is done. May the great flames guide thee.
Bye. So that's Dusk, who we already have the ring of, Dusk Crown Ring. So she's a princess of Ulasil, and she's a time traveler. This game has time travel. And she got trapped inside of a crystal golem. The way Dusk works now, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it right away. But she said, like, search out my signature or whatever. It kind of sounds like how Solaire talks, where he's like, you know, find my brilliantly shining signature. But not quite. Not exactly. She's not for cooperation. She is a merchant whose signature shows up from time to time. Actually, what do you know? It does happen right away. That's her signature. Let me get rid of these guys, though. Yeah, bastard. Ah, from the blind side. Let's use, oh, I can't use it. I wonder if it has a faith requirement that I didn't check. Possibly. Let's look at that. No, it's 30. Ah, I'm forgetting how to use it properly then. Oh, I know what it is. I have to put a talisman in my left hand in order to be able to do this thing. There we go. Isn't that neato? Alright, touch the summon sign. It doesn't even say whose it is, does it? Did it? Anyway, it raises Dusk. I guess she time travels through the signature or something.
I am Dusk of Ulasil. It is an honor to see thee again. I shall follow thy wishes.
And now you can buy her stuff. So she has sorceries that are like completely different than what you see in the rest of the game, because they're from the past. Hidden Body, ancient sorcery of the lost land of Ulasil. Turns body nearly invisible. Although perfect invisibility is unachievable due to the risk of dissipation, the caster need only stand still for a moment to blend into environs with astounding camouflage. I was experiencing this very recently. Someone I invaded as a Blade of the Dark Moon was using this thing real well. No one could find them. Cast Light, ancient sorcery of the lost land of Ulasil. Cast a light upon surroundings. This light-producing sorcery is elementary, but nonetheless demonstrates the achievements in mysticism of Ulasil. Such magic has not been developed even in Vinheim. So this thing costs... oh man, it's expensive. Oh wait, no it's not, it's 1,000. I was looking at the one below it. I would like to buy this one then. Repair, ancient sorcery of the lost land of Ulasil. Repair equipped weapons and armor. This sorcery was part of everyday life in Ulasil. Its effects resemble repair powder, which must have found its way into the culture of this lost land. Chameleon, this is a funny one. Ancient sorcery of the lost land of Ulasil, transform into something inconspicuous. A separate stealth spell from Hidden Body. A skilled stealth sorcerer must be aware of his or her surroundings, and of which objects are prime candidates for imitation. So you use this thing primarily in PvP, and you hide yourself as like surrounding objects. So if you use it here in the garden or in the or rather here in the basin or in the garden, you become one of those choppable bushes. Use this thing in like Anne Orlando and you become one of the breakable pots. Stuff like that. So you disguise yourself as an inanimate object. It's real dumb. Hidden weapon. Ancient sorcery of the Lost Land of Ulasil turns right weapon invisible. This one's bullshit. Not a weapon, not a simple augmentation, making it dependent on the skill of its caster. An example of the capacity of Ulasil sorceries to control light. So you use this thing in PvP so that your opponent doesn't know what it is you're holding. So if you got some bullshit that they're not prepared for, they won't see it coming. She also sells a Ulasil catalyst. Sorcery catalyst of the Lost Land of Ulasil. Formed by enchanted white bark branches. The white bark boosts sorcery adjustment, but the sorceries of this lost land are gentle and not affected by intelligence. I guess I should buy her stupid stuff. I mean, I'm collecting all the sorceries, even if I don't end up using them, and I could buy all of them. There we go, we got all our sorceries. I don't need the catalyst. You can learn a gesture, the proper bow. Okay, this is where you get it.
For a very long time, I was trapped within the crystal golem. From my home I was taken and banished to a plane of distortion. It was there that thou came to my rescue, long after I had relinquished all hope. So gleeful was I, my faith reneweth. The sorceries of Ulasil differ from the magic of thine age. It is difficult to explain. Ulasil's sorceries are, what doth one say? They're somewhat of an approximation. Thine sorceries are more straightforward, negating all but thyself. Dost thou not find some fascination in these discrepancies? The sorcery, it is that is. If thou art in need, pray summon me again. I only wish to be of some genuine assistance. May the flames guide thee.
Does she just stand there now? Yeah, I guess so. But she'll disappear eventually, and then you can come and summon her again. Very strange that there's a distinction between what Ulasil uses and like what kind of sorceries there are now, which presumably originate from Vinheim. I'm not going to be using that that miracle all that often, so just take that off and put back on the Ring of the Firstborn. It is very strange. I kind of have an idea as to where the modern sorceries come from. I would say I know where they originate, but I couldn't say why there's a difference between what was then and what is now. And Ulasil, to give a like context, Ulasil is like early Age of Fire, so they must be a pretty like early human city. She's also dressed kind of differently. You can get her crown as well, but I'm not sure how. I hope you don't have to kill her for it. You might get it somewhere else. Her crown is just those little like feather things she wears on her head. Alright, so we always went that way, but we never went this way. Let's see what's over here. Well, I know it's over here, and it's not fun, actually. I'm going to actually use some of this gold pine resin. Got so many of these things. There's an enemy in this area that drops it. It's not these guys, though. These guys are assholes. Ah, it goes away when you put away your right-hand weapon. So this enemy sucks. They are like Alvina, and they're really tough. They're also unique, so if you kill them, they never come back. You hear that? There are two more of them. That attack will kill you. Use this tree to my advantage. Heal. And now we begin to lame it out. Ah, you fuck. They're the worst. Ah, so close on this one. Alright, 2 down. Now it's 1-on-1 again. Ah, problem solved. God, I hate these guys. I don't know if they ever drop anything. I hope not, considering that they're one and done. Large soul of brave warrior. That's all they're guarding. There's really not a whole lot of reason to come fight them. Just to clear them out. Satisfy your curiosity for having gotten everything. So this area of the Darkroot Garden is not very big. In fact, the end of it's over there at that light shining in the distance. There's this enemy. So little mushroom guys, these guys will drop the gold pine resin. That's how I got so much of it. Then there's the big boy version, which you shouldn't underestimate. That punch will fucking kill you. I can tank it with maximum health, but if you're at like, I don't know, 3/4, you're dead. One down. The little guys can do an attack, but maybe the ones here in the garden can't. I haven't seen them do it. There's gold pine resin. And another one right here. Don't think I can backstab these guys. Could be wrong. Ow. See, that does a lot. Alright, that clears these guys out. I'm going to ignore the little dudes now. Oh, that's so goofy. We're inside of them. So this chest houses an ember. That was weird. You can even see the effect on the item from underwater. I don't know if it was always like that. That might be like a bug with this new effect that they put on items. The Enchanted Ember. Key item? Yeah. Pretty sure this one goes to Rickard. Ember required for weapon ascension. This Enchanted Ember, a form of sorcery, is a vestige of the lost land of Ullasil. Ascends +5 magic weapon to enchanted weapon. Enchanted weapon can be reinforced to +5. The sorcerer's enchanted weapon that inflicts magic damage and is boosted by intelligence. So if you're going with a sorcery build, good idea to come get this thing. You can make a really strong weapon that'll scale with your intelligence. Over this way is the path that leads back to Alvina. This is right on the bridge by her little house. There she is. So it all kind of connects. And that's pretty much it for this area of the Darkroot Garden. There really isn't anything else to do here except the boss. And that is a very interesting boss. So we've been dealing with some interesting stuff here in the garden and the basin. And the key theme here has been the Abyss Walker Artorias. This is like we got stuff that deals with Artorias and stuff and other things. Included in things that we got were, where is it? The Wolf Ring. One of the special rings granted to the 4 Knights of Gwyn. The Wolf Ring belonged to Artorius the Abyss Walker. So these rings are actually part of a set. Every Knight of Gwyn has a unique ring. And actually we missed out on one of them because if you kill Ornstein last in that ONS fight, then not only will you get Ornstein's soul, you'll also get his ring, which is the Leo ring. Behind this door is the boss for the area that I'm very familiar with because I have fought this boss several times in this game. This has been where I've been farming up some souls, so I'm about to say goodbye to that method. Let me go around the back side here. So this is the tomb of Artorius. That's Artorius' grave. On the back side is an item, which I don't remember what it is. It's the Hornet Ring. Oh, interesting. One of the special rings granted to the 4 Knights of Gwyn. The Hornet Ring belonged to the Lord's Blade Kieran. By boosting critical attacks, its wearer can annihilate foes as Kieran's dagger laid waste to Lord Gwyn's enemies. So there's the 4th knight that we now know of. We know of Artorius, Goff, Ornstein, Kieran. Can I read this message? Nope, it triggers the scene immediately. Let's go, Sif. So Great Grey Wolf Sif. She's a badass. And she's an old friend of Artorius. Here to stop people who come for the grave. Who come seeking the tomb. I got some great lightning spears to throw at you though, Sif. Also, I'm really strong for this point in the game against you. Gotta keep in mind, you can get here really early if you buy that crest. Oh, puppy, you're so nice. So Sif is a lady dog, presumably. Her name is based on a Norse goddess, I want to say. It seems very Japanese and very chuny thing to do. Name your stuff after Norse mythology. Drink up. Ah, damn it, Sif. Drink again. That was embarrassing. I was handling her pretty well. Now she's getting swings in on me. Ooh, I still got her. This is a fight that FromSoftware has kind of repeated before. In future games, they go with like this archetype of like big animal that kind of jumps around, and it's never as good as Sif is. Is that enough? No, not quite. Maybe now? Nope. Come on, Sif. Cooperate with me here. That should do it, hopefully. Nope. She has one last phase that I'm trying to get her to. I gotta do it carefully. So I could just blow her away with a lightning spear right now, but that's not what I want. There it is. Oh, the fight gets sad. Come on, Sif, try to attack me. She's completely defenseless. Do the big swing. Come on, puppy. She falls over. She can't handle it. Sorry, Sif. Humanity, Homeward Bone, but more importantly, the Soul of Sif and the Covenant of Artorias. Soul of Sif, the great grey wolf, who guards the grave of Artorias the Abyss Walker. Special beings have special souls. Use the Soul of Sif, who inherited the Divine Knight Sword, to acquire a huge amount of souls or to create a unique weapon. And finally, the Ring. This ring symbolizes Knight Artorias' covenant with the beasts of the Abyss. It's where, like Artorias himself, can traverse the Abyss. This is a very important progression item. You have to come kill Sif to get this ring. Well, that's depressing, isn't it? Sif is so cool. The fans love Sif. I love Sif. It's a shame I had to do that. But I have now hit the soft cap on Dex, so I don't know where I'm going to go now. Maybe a little bit more vitality, and then I could get my lightning spears crazy strong by continuing to level up faith. So let's warp now. Let's go to Firelink, actually. Also hit up, I'm going to hit up Logan, buy some of his stupid sorceries with this leftover cash I have on me. Don't think we're going to see Sieg for a while. I wasn't sure if you had to do his little quest thing down there in Blighttown before killing the next boss, but it's safe to just do it now. He can die down there, presumably.
Hello there. I thought, so have you come to further your...
Interesting that Logan doesn't have a talk option. So I already have all these. I can't buy anything new off of him. I can't afford the ones I don't have. Bummer.
Heading out, are you? I too will leave soon. Undead or no, I shan't stay here forever.
I also got the Firelink bonfire up to 20. I am sitting on some soft humanity. Alright, let's go back down to the low road. It's finally time to tackle the low road. Next up is New Londo, which I don't have the elevator up for. Great. There's, of course, still the Lord Vessel and all that to deal with. Framp's over there still sleeping. He's like, when's the chosen undead gonna come back with the Lord Vessel? Don't worry about it, Frampt. We're doing the opposite of what he wants us to do. And since I'm going down here, probably a good idea to take that off and put on... I should put that soul away. Put on, where is it? The Transient Curse. Remember this item? It lets you fight ghosts. There are other ways to do damage with ghosts, but this is probably the easiest. Well, not exactly the easiest. You need the item to be able to do damage to them. But it's the safest way, I would say. Alright, so New Londo, important to see that this place is technically quote-unquote indoors. We're in like a big cavern, and right there is a hole in that cavern. This place is flooded. That's what happened to it. It used to not be like this, but it got flooded. Hello, ghosts. Ah, crap. I should probably have used the curse before I came over here. Oh yeah, you guys dying too, huh? Yeah, I got more transient curse right away. So they can drop it, though it's not a guarantee. It's kind of a rare drop for them. But every now and then you'll find one that'll do it. Let's see. There's a body right here. I think this is more transient curse. There we go. So I have 5 of them to work with now. This place is real nice. I mean, not nice, but like cool looking. The ghosts, however, are not nice. They are one of the most annoying enemies. Because they're ghosts. They're like traditional ghosts. They can clip through walls and shit. And they love sneak attacks. They love it. Pretty sure this room's like a big trap. Yeah, look at this bullshit. Good thing I'm killing him too. Look, there's one coming through the floor. Wow, they're really dropping the transient curse. I guess my 5 soft humanity. Oh, no, that's the jagged ghost blade. Neat. Got their weapon. Look at all that blood. I think this weapon can also damage them without the curse being on you. Jagged blade wielded by Nulando ghosts. Violent thrust attack. One of the cursed weapons inflicts damage to ghosts. Yep. So if you don't have transient curse, you can equip this thing and use it. It'll get the job done. Alright, Nulando is actually kind of confusing to me. It's one of the areas I don't know very well. This doesn't move, right? Okay, so there's that. That's where we came from. So there's an elevator there that I can't use. So our only option is to go down these stairs. I'm gonna equip the transient curse again. Presumably when God damn it, I hate these guys. Parrying dagger. Killed him through the wall. Hopefully that one didn't drop an item because there's no way to obtain it. But like I'm glowing right now, signifying that the curse is on me. But when it runs out, it'll go away and the item should light up. Alright, fog wall there. This one's a little different. Let's see if we can't make out what it looks like at this resolution. This one I think is female. It's holding a child. At least I think it is. All the other ones I killed up to this point are presumably male. I have so much curse now. It is no longer an issue.